Guys, it's that time. We're back after the PS5 review. I've now powered and played the Series X from Microsoft. You're going to need to sit down for this one. Start off with a few things here. First off, on the PS5 we did do the Fortnite download, which was 23 gigs, and it downloaded in 24 minutes. Well, not the same story for the Series X. 22 gigs in, I believe, 27 minutes. So there's a fail right there. Microsoft, I'm using the same internet, I'm using the same Wi-Fi connection. Things can be playing around, like maybe there's a video playing upstairs that wasn't before. Who knows? But that could have been happening when I was using the PS5. So I'm not going to rule that out, but I'm not going to rule it in. At this point, the PS5 looks like it has a faster Wi-Fi. The cons, of course, is the controller feel. How did the controller pan out for me? Well, I actually did. I don't know where I am here. I guess that's a video of the recording of whatever happened before. The controller worked, I guess, fantastic compared to what I would use as a controller, because I really, like I said, am bad on a controller. You'll see my stutter and stuff when you see footage. And I don't know, like, I applaud you people. I just have to say one thing. You gamers that are out there that do what you do on a gamepad as well as you do it, bravo. Like, I could see how the gamepad can make the game an advantage. I know that doesn't seem right, but the keyboard and mouse guys, the gamepad can have a massive advantage, and I've learned that now playing Fortnite. I kind of had a feel and an idea on it when I was playing with the PS5, and it's just that you guys have so much easy access to buttons to do build and switch back to quick weapon, this, that, whatever, and I find that I have a hard time with it, even mapped out on my keyboard. So I could see someone on the same skill level on a gamepad, comparable to me on a keyboard and mouse, is going to destroy me. I just want to make that clear, because I've got a lot, like I said, a lot more respect, as I've not really played shooters on a gamepad until I started doing these reviews to find out how I felt about the gamepads. Now, other than, like I said, the feel on the Xbox Series X gamepad, the D-pad and everything, it's actually really good. The D-pad's actually very good. It's noisy, but it's very good, and that's because there's there are mechanical switches in the D-pad, which were not there or present in previous controllers. So if anybody doesn't realize the difference, it's the same thing as going out and buying a normal keyboard versus a mechanical keyboard. You have the click click like this. You can hear that type. Well, that's the same idea. The mechanical switches in there are going to be a much better tech than a normal keyboard, giving you optimal continuity or contact when you hit that button, and that's why Microsoft has made that change. I will say thumbs up on that, because that is actually a very smart move. Question now is, how long do those switches last? We'll have to see and comment later down the road when people have more issues relating to gamepads, as gamepad, you know, this new era moves forward. Everything is still very new. The sticks, the feel, everything, the gameplay with the gamepad, I had pretty much another great experience as far as being a bad gamepad player as I did with the PS5. So I other than fit and finish, the gamepad was rock solid. That's all I gotta say. The only thing I wish was Microsoft stopped using AA's. Controller feel, basically, slower internet, and setup on the Xbox, different annoyance. So the PlayStation 5, and someone did message me and say, hey man, what voice are you talking about? Okay, I just want to make it clear, when I turned on the PS5 in that video, or the first time I turned it on, it said, please plug in your controller to your PS5 using the supplied cable, or whatever it said. And from there on, the voice was there the whole time. It was still there when I was set up and ready to run, and I was selecting games, and it would blah 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 talk and $39.99. So please, someone comment below and let me know about that, because I had someone say he doesn't have that sound, and I'm wondering if it's a revision. I don't know. We have no idea about that. All I know is it was on the one that I reviewed, and it sucked. Microsoft, on the other hand, the setup was long, tedious, very annoying. I didn't like it. I guess it's not much worse than it was before, but a little tiny bit. The GUI, the whole menu system and everything after, seems to be a little changed. I'm not 100%, but you can comment below on that too. I haven't used my Xbox One in a while, but maybe there was an update to change it. I don't know, and if there was, that's what I'm going for in the comment below. But from what I've seen from this product, doing this power up and review, the GUI was laid out differently, but it was still Xboxy, and I didn't have an issue with it. It was still much better than the PS5's overall GUI or game selection, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion, and whenever you're watching someone review a product, please remember, take it with a grain of salt, and go check other YouTubers for other reviews. I'm not an in-depth reviewer. I'm a reviewer trying to keep it simple to let you know what I think is the better console to buy. Pros. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not sweating in my game room. The heat coming from this. There is heat, don't get me wrong. This thing's still a heater, but I didn't notice it. It's not as bad. And that is because Microsoft is taking the cool air in from the bottom, in much cases the same like the PlayStation 5, but they're exhausting it through the top, not the back. Now, what that does for you is you have cool air coming in, cool air going up through the system. Your system is going to stay cooler and exhausted out the top. When the PS5 is taken into cool air in the back, and this is just something from the PC world, and this is something I know from the PC world, when I bring cold air in, I want to bring cold air in from the cold, not from the warm. When the PS5 brings cold air in, warm air in, it brings in cold air when you first power it up, but then it's exhausting heat. And that heat is getting caught and being pulled back into the system again. Yes, that's still going to cool it. So it's not that it won't cool it, it's the same thing in a PC. Warm air versus no air is still a cooling. So as long as air movement is going, you're still cooling your product. But this guy is designed like a smart PC. I bring air in through the front of my PC, and it exhausts out the back. So I feel my heat here, and I feel my heat up here. So I have it designed to pull air in and out. What am I doing? I'm bringing in cold air all the time. What is Microsoft doing? They're bringing in cold air all the time. So this is, in my opinion, coming from a company, I shouldn't say coming from a company that know how to make computers, because technically I don't remember there ever being a Microsoft computer. I guess laptops and tablets, but Sony's been around the computer business for quite a while. They build laptops, desktops, everything, or at least they used to. I don't know if they still do. You'd think that would have been something thought about, but it is what it is. Their hot air is coming up from the top, their bottom air is coming in from the cold, but it's still, if it's in an area that is, kind of closed in a bit, and that would be the same thing here, guys. Don't put these things in a cabinet. Just don't do it. That is still quite a bit of heat coming off the top of this. I can warm my fingers coming in from the cold very easily. So they're both putting out quite a bit of heat. It's just a difference of how the heat or the air movement is going. I think Microsoft has the better cooling system. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. Cold air on the bottom, hot air out the top, not out the back. Smart. That's it for what I wrote down for notes. I've been spending hours thinking about who's who. Neither one of these consoles are going to disappoint you. I can say that proudly. I can say that I'm on the ledge really on the ledge for what console I would get in this new war. Because now you have Xbox and Sony pretty much in neck and neck here. I don't have a hate on either console. Sony has kind of won my heart a little. They made a great gamepad. The only reason, and I say this strongly, the only reason why I think I'm going to side with the Xbox is because I've been using that gamepad for so long that the layout is better for me. But deep down, this is one of those things where I can actually say both companies put something great out. Both companies are not going to disappoint you guys. I'm not here to say buy the Xbox over the PS5. If you're a PS5 fan, be happy, raise your hands. If you're an Xbox fan, it's a great time to be here. These consoles are awesome. You're going to have a ton of fun. I'm an Xbox guy because I was a Sega fan, and that's just how it elevated for me. But I can truly say, I was just talking to my wife before I made this video, and I said to her, I don't know which one I would pick. And that is tough. So, this is an interesting war that we're going to see. This is an interesting fight between two battle axe companies here. It's just a matter now of who throws the axe the hardest, and that's yet to be seen in 2021. So guys, don't be disappointed. Grab the console that you believe in. Both of them are rock solid. I don't know about issues or blowing up or catching on fire or any hoaxes or anything that's been put out there. Please keep in mind, this is an unbiased review of two different consoles. I'll put a link for the other one in the description below. It's just what I've used, what's happened, and I had no issues. The one thing that I can say is the controller did not give me any glitch or continue going, or the trigger didn't stop shooting when I let go and stuff like that. So I gotta say, there was a firmware update, just like there was a firmware update on the PS5. You're greeted with that pretty much right away. And then when you're all set up, there is a firmware update on your gamepad, just like there was on the PS5. So you're not getting away with either one giving you a easier setup in any means. There are updates for all of it, as there would be with any brand new hardware. And I was excited to play both, and I'm really sad that I have to return both, because I would love to continue playing both of them to find out who's who or where we're going with it. The only thing cool to move forward with, I guess, is thoughts that if you're into VR, and I'll say that clearly, if you're into VR, and this is something you want to look at moving forward, or you have a VR, well, maybe the PS5 is for you. And I also have to state, please make sure you go on Sony's website, which I've been trying but I can't get the link to work, and order the adapter for your camera so your PSVR will work on your PS5. Just want to make that clear for everybody because it's free right now, but we don't know for how long. It is up to you now to pick the console of your choice. This war is going to be tight. This war is going to be interesting. And there's so many people talking about them right now. So the choice is yours. I'm on the ledge. A little more to the Xbox, but that's just out of habit. Anyway, guys, till next time, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope I'll be able to answer questions moving forward when you guys have them for me, but I will be glad to try. Till next time, game over.